he was famous for his very fertile imagination, Art Blakey. And sometimes you never quite knew where the truth ended and where the fiction began, you know. But he was such an elaborate and talented storyteller. After a while, you didn't care. You didn't care where the road ended and the fantasy began, because he was so charming and so insistent and so for real in his delivery. So you didn't really care. So Jack Whittemore was the #1 jazz agent of his day in the 50s and 60s up till 1983, represented Art Blakey. And I did a lot of work with Jack. So I was back here in New York hanging out with Jack Whittemore, and it got to be about 9 o'clock at night. And Art Blakey was opening that night at the Jazz Workshop in Boston with Fred Taylor, another giant of our music for many, many years. And so it got to be 9 o'clock, and Fred Taylor called Jack Whittemore's office. He said, you know, where's Art Blakey? He's opening tonight. No band, no nothing, no phone call. Where is he? We didn't know. And, you know, Jack Whittemore had just opened up the refrigerator. The bar was going to open shortly. He was going to pour drinks. And it's 9 o'clock at night, and we don't know where Art Blakey is. And so the phone rings about 10 minutes later. I said, I'll try to find out. We didn't have a cell phone. You know, it's like the mid-'70s. No cell phone, no text, no email. You know, Buhana wasn't on email. So all of a sudden the phone rings at about 9:15, and it's Art Blakey himself calling on the phone from a filling station very close to Boston. He says, "The messengers are all right." Like, what? You know, he was like making a positive story out of a complete catastrophe. He says, you know, you wouldn't believe it. Tell Jack that we were riding along on the highway, and he had borrowed Jack Whittemore's car, which was almost destroyed. He said, tell Jack the messengers are okay, but we hit a herd of wild turkeys, and there were feathers everywhere. There was blood all over the windshield, but we survived, and we're okay, and we're getting a ride into Boston, and everything's going to be okay.